Welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 7 properties. I usually click on the Monday list when the prices are out of order. I click this tab right here to order from low to high. And what usually happens around this time of year is that things kind of quiet down in terms of new supply coming out. And so oftentimes what we do is an episode every couple days, or we do even towards Christmas once a week is almost enough. And but we still have buyers who are getting the fastest instant updates available, and you can find that through miltonmarketwatch.com. You can see new listings by email on the site too, and just sign up, let us know what you're looking for, and we can plug you into, it's almost the next level past Milton Daily Homes. It's more specific to what you're looking for. It's also 7 days a week. Some people say to us, well, I'm getting daily homes. That's good, but it's not as good as getting instant updates whenever something comes out that's specific to you. So let's get started on today's list. Now, a lot of people were really upset last week when this listing came out, and I didn't actually do an episode. I was sick. You can still hear I'm sick, and I was on a course. But all the agents sent this to me and said, hey, you got to make fun of this. I mean, what more is there to say, really? Some dude putting his shoes on outside of a house that photo is being used for an MLS listing. It's crazy to me. And then there's another shot of him right there. I just don't get it. You know, like this home is, it's about, I believe, 1,400 square feet or so, 1,380, something like that. I don't know why there's 2 shots that are basically just a zoomed in shot with a different TV image. But, you know, it is what it is. So here's the history on this, is that it came out last week at 5 something, I think 560, 570. And so they didn't receive, I guess, the offers they like. And so now it's at 618.8. But the interesting thing about that is it may not be the price. It may be the marketing. It may be the way the home looks. And hopefully if an agent's doing what they should be doing, at least in my opinion, they should have their fingers on the pulse. They should be calling for feedback. They should be looking at how the online stats are going. Are a lot of people clicking through pictures? Are you getting views? Are there not a lot of people out there right now? Are other homes selling and ours isn't? Those are the kind of things that you look at to determine how the market is responding to you. But I don't know. I wonder with something like this if it really is the value of the house, because a 1,400 square foot detached home, you know, this is a decent price, but I think it's the way it's being presented that I think is probably giving them more challenges. Now, I'm going to make a general comment here about listing descriptions. I think when I was trying to see things from a buyer's perspective, and I think when it says the one you've been waiting for, the list goes on and on. Well, look, I got time. Like, I want to hear this list. I think sometimes when those words roll out, I think that listing descriptions are drastically underused tool to actually generate interest. And one of the questions we ask when we list a home is, what are the 3 best things about this home that a buyer would want to know? And we really try and zone in on that. We try and look at who's likely to buy the home. We look at, even the question we ask an owner is, what made you buy this house back in the day? And the more you can get into that story, we've even noticed that the same buyer tends to buy homes over and over and over again. So for example, teachers tend to buy from other teachers. Young families will kind of continue to buy the same house. And then as people progress through life, they move on to their next step, but a next person who is almost identical to that person when they moved in comes into the home. So we do see that. So the more we can embrace that energy and really describe it, it does matter. And I know for a fact that a good listing description goes a long way in selling a house. So Aller & Shaw is $959. And I think about things like this too, is that if you were to base your sole impression on this home just based on that shot, would you even want to continue? And that's the kind of market that we're in. As I say, the first showing is online. The second one is when you see it in person. So if you don't impress them online, they're not going to go to picture two. They're not going to read the description, which, by the way, doesn't say a whole lot. Beautiful corner house. Okay. So 900,000 doesn't get you what it used to. Anyway, this shot was fascinating to me because you don't even know where it is. That is a wall. That's exactly what it is. And there's a little bit of floor and a little bit of light and some kind of pass-through window here. But really, this is a shot of a wall. Going further in, you can see that that wall probably is this one here, and it carries forward. Now, I know it's not easy to shoot a vacant house, but I think that, you know, shooting just a wall is not fantastic to me. Now, this door is interesting. I'm 6'3", and I hit my head when I go through these doors. So for some reason, this builder has decided to put windows at this height, but not do anything above like a 6'2" or something door. It's fascinating to me. It's also on a 35-foot lot, and I think if I was looking at buying a $900,000 home, I would want my frontage to be at least 40 feet. I just think the impression is completely different when you've got a wider front. Now, I really like the way they presented this one on Holland Rake. I know it's cold, it's hard to paint outside, but those pinky red garage doors, I mean, that's what you see. I love how black the driveway is. There's a good local company called Andy's Driveway Sealing, which, you know, I think that's a great investment. If you're looking at curb appeal, why not, if you've got an ugly old gray driveway, why not make it nice and black and crisp? I mean, this home is probably 12 years old, but doing the driveway makes a big difference. Huge difference. So it's a Tothberg. It's 3331 square feet. I guess what they did was they built some more concrete beyond the normal patio here. And nice sweeping staircase. This model won the floor plan of the year from the Greater Toronto Home Builders Association years ago when it was the model home for Mattamy. Not this home, but over on Dolby Crescent, they have the model home. 9-foot ceilings, and the kitchen's not bad, right? Like, you can definitely tell that this home wasn't built in the last 5 years, and so it's kind of generationally similar to a lot of the homes that came out at that time. Brown was very much in style. We don't see as much of that now. It's more grays, a little bit more sort of whiter cream kitchens are a little bit more sort of the norm. Interesting fireplace shot. I like the ensuite here. It's got that nice peak ceiling, his and hers sinks. The master suite is really nice in this home. The one thing it doesn't have is a main floor den. It has a den upstairs, so there's 4 bedrooms plus a den, which could be a 5th bedroom. So essentially you're getting a 3,300 square foot home plus a finished basement plus a pool. And so this, I believe, is the home right here. And you've got all open space over on this side. There's a nice little trail that goes through here. There's 4th line. The library is actually not too far away. So it's a really nice spot. I think visually speaking, it's very strong. And I guess all the cool kids on the corners put pools in their backyard. So there you go. That's the story on that one. For what else has been selling for this price, I think they put it in a fair spot. So there we go. That's the episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes. Thanks for watching.